Good morning, students. In continuation of our earlier sessions, today we have to learn the output statements. The need of input output statement or the use of input output statements is vital. We have already learned the variables which contains the value, the data type which are the value itself, the operator and expressions which constitutes the formula to process the value so we can prepare the result in desired manner. In C programming language, input output statements are classified as unformatted input output statements and formatted input output statements. In unformatted category, it is further classified as character input output statement and string input output statements. For character input, we use getChar, getChe and getCh statements. These three which have different characteristics. getChar requires a confirmation key on each input and shows the value on the screen which is entered. The getChe, which does not require a confirmation key but it too shows the value on the screen. The last one, the getCh, which does not require the confirmation key and also does not show the value on the screen. More oftenly, we use getCh whenever we have to hide our input from others, like for passwords of the system, etc. For string input, we use gets function, and for output, for character outputs, we use getChr function, and for string output, we use puts function. In formatted mode, we oftenly use a scanf function, which is more convenient and gives the and accepts the input in the required formatted manner. And for output, we use printf function, which gives us the output in a formatted mode. This is all about the input output statements. Now I will take and display you all the use of these statements. With the use of examples, we will learn it more conveniently. So I am shifting to the editor. As you know, the Turbo C has an integrated editor. Let's take the first example. Use of character IO statements. We are using a hash include stdio dot h main char ch printf character. Enter a character. R. printf enter character each.
character is put char ch printf printf type a character ch is equal to get ch printf type character is put char ch. Now we completed the program and now we will execute it. Here we have used all the three. For first entry we are using get char, for second entry you are using get che, and the last one we are using get ch. But for outputting in all cases we are using put char since we have only one. Okay. Now I am executing this program. First save this file, save as, let's io.c. We save the program as io.c. Now we are compiling and executing. Control F. Yeah, the program has executing, and now it is asking. In first case we had used get char, so it is demanding enter a character. Here you will see I have placed P. The cursor is waiting for confirmation key. It will be shown to you, and as soon as I will press the enter key, it will move forward. Let's see. You have already seen that entered character is P. This is displayed with the use of put char. For second input we have used get che, input a character. So we are using A. Here it did not wait for the confirmation key. As soon as I press A, it move forwarded, showing the inputted value in both cases, first and 2. This is the third one. In third one case, it will neither wait for confirmation key nor it will show the value on the screen. I am using the R. Just it had gone away, and we are going to see the result of the year. To see the result, we press Alt F5. Here you will see. In first case, enter a character, that is P, and P is also displayed. In second case, input a character, and inputted character is A, that is also shown. But in the third case, where we had used get che, which is used to hide the input, and that character is not showing here. So you may recognize the use and importance of these statements. So now we will take another example to show you the string input output functions. Use of string IO statements under unformatted category. So hash include stdio dot h main char str. As you know, to declare a string variable, we place a square bracket with the variable name. Here again we will place the label printf \n type a string and to conclude press enter key. So this is our label. Now we are using the input statement as gets, gets, gets str. Now we have to see the what are the result, how it will show. So we will use puts. Again we will put a label printf /n type character type strings is as follow. Puts str. Now our example has been completed and it is a time to execute it. Prior to that, we save the file. Here we are moving to the file menu, save as stio.c. This is the file name of this example. So okay, and now putting the command for compilation and execution, Control F9. So the program has been executed and it is asking for the input. Let's input something like today is Monday. This is the string which I have entered. As the instruction to conclude the inputting, we have to press enter, and I pressed enter. Now we have to see that what will the output. So to see the output, we press Control F5. So Alt F5. Alt F5. Here the initial label is type a string and to conclude press enter key, and being a user I type today is Monday. After execution, the program is showing first the label typed string is as follow, and in the next line the string which I had typed today is Monday. So this is the way of use and the functioning of string input output statements, I mean ki gets and puts statement. Now the one type is left still, so I am continuing to demonstrate that one, that is formatted input output statements with some modifications that will be shown here. Again, use of formatted input output statements. So this is our comment line and it gives a comment. Here we will show the commands, the characters, the variables. So here we take a variable as name, and let's take 30 character to input the same. So again I am putting the label printf \n for new line. Type the input using scanf function. We may use here name, roll, int, roll, float, rks, marks. Type the input of detail of student. Scanf %d %f %s for ampersand roll ampersand name ampersand marks. Up to see the output, again we are using printf. Here the label and the output will be shown in the single statement. Printf \n for roll %d name %s marks %.2f. Roll name and marks. So our program has been completed, and now we will execute it. Prior to that, we will save the file as for io.c. To execute the program, we press Ctrl F9, and here it is asking type the detail of the student. So we have to put the student's roll number. Roll number is 4. Name is Radheshyamam. His marks is 56.75%, and we entered the required details. Up to see the result, we are moving Alt F5. Here we will see that roll is here, name and marks are not showing here. Why so? Let's take a scroll. Roll %d name %s marks s %.2f. Okay, role is here, fine. Name is not placed here. Why so? Oh, it may be left like that. You noticed what the mistake is here? The sequence has been changed. In second place, we have the format specifier %s, and in third place we have %f. So it could not be accepted the values. Now again we will save and then compile, control. So it is asking again, roll number was 4, name is %57.575%, alt F5. So the role is 4, name is Radhashyamam, and marks is 57.75. Now you will recognize that with the use of scanf or printf, we may take the output as we required. So in the required fashion, to get the result in the required fashion, we use these two statements, scanf for use and printf for scanf for input and printf for output. Okay.